I just want to say thank you all for coming to this conference. The day went by really quick for me. I don't know if it did for y'all, but you are at the closing remarks of the last session of the day. So thanks for hanging in there or joining whenever you are able. I am going to just ask really quick, if you could just put in the chat, what is your one takeaway that you got from this conference? Just one thing that you learned, that you enjoyed, or maybe you didn't. So if you could just put that really quick, I'll give you about 30 seconds. Starting now, yay. Thanks, you all. Y'all are so kind. Anything you learned? For about the last 10 seconds, get your everything in there. I'm reading how universities are flying by the seat of their pants. That's funny. You're sure right on that one. Okay. Awesome. Thanks so much. So I just want to invite everybody to take a look at what your fellow peers and colleagues have put in the chat. I think everybody has gotten something out of it, and that was our goal, just to everybody learn together. So appreciate your comments there. Let's continue on. So what we're going to do first, we have a lot of awards we want to announce, and we have different folks that are going to be doing that. So we're going to hear from our president, Dr. Gloria Washington, and the committee chairs, which is myself, Tracy Ortiz, Meg Milligan, and Morgan Johnson. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and continue on with Morgan.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Can you guys hear me okay? Awesome. Well, first, just a big round of applause to Tracy and the entire ODU Global team. It really was a fantastic conference today, and it's great to see all the takeaways be shared out in the chat, which, as you all know, when we're going through planning for an event like this, is exactly what we're hoping to hear. And it's been really, I think, invigorating day, just hearing from so many universities on how they're approaching AI and really the future. So on behalf of the ADEIL Awards Committee and the Board of Directors, I'm very excited and honored to present our 2023 Course and Support Service Awards today. If you want to go to the next slide, Tracy. Oh, actually stay here for just one sec. We brought back this year our course showcase. So hopefully many of you opted to vote for our conference choice award this year. We will share out the link in the chat just so you can get a sense of the amazing course nominations we received from universities across the US, really highlighting incredible course development and design at their schools. Additionally, this year we've also added a new category for recognition, which is our non-credit courses. And really the intent of our course awards is to recognize the accomplishments of not just the instructor, but also the teams behind course development, including SMEs and authors, primary editors, and design team members who work together to create the incredible courses that we saw in our nominations this year. All of our nominations included a video presentation, so encourage everyone to go and review those. And it includes narration by the course creators that highlight how effectively they've used elements of design, including instructional materials, activities assessments, various design principles, and engagement strategies in the distance learning environment. So we had, again, amazing 7 nominations this year, and I will post right now in the chat the link so you can check out all of those nominations if you did not have a chance to during today's conference. Tracy, can we go to the next slide? Thanks. So very excited to announce first, for the first time ever, our non-credit course award winner for Spanish 1 from the University of Wisconsin-Madison's Division of Continuing Studies. Dr. Julie Dahl, the Executive Program Development Manager of Languages for University of Madison, was the developer of this course. Based on reviews we received from the evaluators, this course meticulously was designed for adult learners and is a shining example of innovation and student-centered pedagogy. With its flipped classroom structure and asynchronous weekly language sessions, it really fosters an environment that encourages a primary focus on language speaking, a key element that set it apart from traditional language courses. What truly makes this course remarkable is the immediate practical application of Spanish skills. It's not just a theoretical journey for students, but there's immediate real-world application for learners. And the proof is in the student feedback that was shared, which consistently attested to the value and effectiveness of this exceptional course. So please, everyone, help me in congratulating Julie. Tracy, can we go to the next slide, please? Thanks. Very excited to share that our college course award winner for 2023 is from the University of Arizona Global Campus, Dr. Stephanie Helt, who's the program chair of BA in Early Education and Administration for her course ECA 435, Leading the Future of Early Childhood Education. Additionally, her design team included Dan Hughes, who's a senior educational technology and multimedia designer, and Dwayne, who's a senior creative and video producer. I highly encourage everyone to get in and see some of the assets, the media assets that were created as part of this course, which really we heard from the reviewers featured a rich array of interactives and video that masterfully address complex topics in the course. Really, from the review team, we heard that learning was made not just informational, but truly enjoyable for students going through the course. And there was a focus on inclusive design for all. Additionally, it introduced students to the value of peer networks within the institution, including clubs for students and connections with alumni. So please help me in congratulating Stephanie and the development team on this accomplishment. Tracy, if we wanted to go to the next slide. I'm very excited to share our Conference Choice Award winner, which many of you voted for, also from the University of Arizona Global Campus, Jen Zauer, who's Director of Learning Solutions, and design team members Dan and Dwayne again, who both contributed to media in this course, along with Jennifer Dunn, writing consultant, and faculty Lauren Gonzalez. So please help me congratulate Jen and the development team on this win. Again, we brought back Conference Choice Award winners this year, which is a practice we have leveraged in previous conferences, but it's been a couple of years since we've done this. So thanks to everyone for reviewing and voting for your favorite award nominees. And last but certainly not least, we are very excited to announce our Support Service Award winner. This award is awarded for excellence in support services to an individual or team at an institution who's contributed to support distance education and independent learning with possible implication at scale for other institutions. So as you can see on the slide, our winner this year from University of Arizona Global Campus is the Faculty Affairs team led by Dr. Teresa Keurig, Kate Johnson, and Haley Pessner, for their focus on culture of care and implementation with faculty at University of Arizona Global Campus. Thank you to the UAGC Faculty Affairs team for serving their university community, and please help me in congratulating all of them on this honor. Tracy, if we want to go to the last slide. Last but certainly not least, would like to thank all of our 2023 award committee members, Eric, Star, Haley, Ken, Aaron, and a very special thanks to Gloria for all of her support and assistance with our awards this year. It would not be possible without you. So please, just one last time, help me congratulate all of our award winners. And I will now hand things over to Dr. Meg Milligan of our research committee.
Thank you. I have the honor of announcing our research award winners. Honorable mention goes to my colleague, Dr. Paige Paquette, and myself for an article titled Global E-Learning and Experiential Opportunities for Programs and Students, published in the International Journal of Social Sciences. The major award, may I go to the next slide, please? The major award, of course, is for our award winner. And this distinction goes to Lori Berry and Kristen Cowell for their article, Effect of Role Play in Online Discussions on Student Engagement and Critical Thinking, published in the Online Learning Journal. And this award comes with a $500 cash award, which is very nice, in addition to acclaim and a certificate of accomplishment. And I'd like to remind everyone that you can start applying, submitting for the award next year at our next year's conference. And the information is on our website at ADEIL.org. And the articles must be published between September 1st of this year through August 31st of next year, and preference for peer-reviewed publications is one of the criteria we use. And with that, I'll turn it over. Oh no, Evan Smith Research Grant. This is another award that we have. Anyone is welcome to submit a proposal for a research grant. And this is open to students working on a master's thesis or doctoral dissertation. The content must be distance education, online, or e-learning, and there's a wide latitude for what qualifies, but it has to be within that basic realm. And applicants must submit items from an approved research proposal. The award is up to $500. And again, you can look at our ADEIL.org website for details and how to submit a proposal for this grant. So with that, I think I turn that back over to Gloria, Dr. Washington.
Thank you. And I want to start off by saying, oh, can everybody hear me okay? Sorry. I want to start off by saying thank you to ADEIL's outgoing board members. Your leadership has been instrumental in shaping the future of our organization. And Rich, we would definitely miss you, but I know you will still be on point with our social media. So we will still have you working in that capacity. And then we have two other outgoing, Dr. Anderson and Dr. Lightfoot as well. Next slide, please. And I'd like to give a warm welcome to our incoming board members. And we look forward to the positive impact you will bring into our ADEIL community. Next slide. And now is the perfect time to renew your membership with ADEIL or become a member. If you are not already a member, you can enjoy access to exclusive resources like the conference recordings, networking opportunities, professional development to advance your journey in distance education and independent learning. Next slide. And a special thank you to our conference committee and our conference chair for your dedication and your detailed planning, because you have truly created a memorable and enriching experience for all of us who attended the conference. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next slide. Thank you to our officers. I extend a deep appreciation to your dedication, your hard work, your leadership. Your commitment and expertise are essential in guiding ADEIL toward its goals and shaping the future of distance education. And next slide. Thank you at-large board members. Your commitment is the cornerstone of our organization's achievement. Next slide. A big thank you to our committee chairs for your dedication and efforts in leading and contributing to ADEIL's various committees. Your leadership has played a significant role in advancing our organization's mission and initiatives. And I'm going to put a plug in now for committee members. So ADEIL members, current members, those who join, those who renew, please consider joining a committee for ADEIL. Our organization runs off of our committee support. So, if you're interested in helping planning the conference next year, join that committee. If you're interested in awards, archives, research, social media, membership, please join a committee. Next slide. I think I'm back to you, Dr. Ortiz.
All right, so thank you all. I would just want to say thank you again for your leadership, Dr. Gloria Washington. I had no experience in the committee in putting on a conference. That's not my role. I do every day. And so I really leaned on Gloria and Rich, who is also in here, but you just see his picture right now, and the board. But I really leaned on them, and I appreciate their guidance and leadership for this experience. I also want to say thank you to all the presenters who presented today. I know that many of you are not here, but without you, we couldn't have this conference. And I really, really, really appreciate, and we all appreciate you taking time out to present all the various topics that are involved with AI. I want to say thank you to Paul Bunn and all the tech operators that were here. Paul, I leaned on Paul a whole lot into getting everybody access to going into all the rooms, all the Zoom rooms. And also there was another, Heidi was also involved in creating links and doing all that. So there's a lot of behind the scenes that go on in order to everything to go seamless. And I really appreciate them.
Thanks,
Thank
Tracy.
you, moderators, for all the moderating that y'all did today, for reaching out to the presenters, for all your work in facilitating and everything for each of the sessions. And I want to thank you, all the registrants, the attendees, for being here, because not just for the presenters, but you being here, that's what made it all possible as well. So thank you so much. We want to again thank our host, ODU Global, Old Dominion University. We're using their platform in order to have everybody come here. So thank you for hosting. And thank you so much for our sponsor, Noodle, for being our sponsor. It takes money to do things, and they were very generous in contributing and sponsoring us this year.
Do we want to run the poll, Tracy?
Pardon?
Do we want to run the poll for about the ADEIL for next year?
Oh, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Right? Not yet. I think it comes in a later slide. It's going to go to Gloria and then back to Meg.
Yes.
Okay.
So before the conference and then throughout the conference, attendees had a chance to win some exciting prizes. We still have 2 more giveaways. So you still have 2 more chances to win by completing the conference evaluation, and then ADEIL members by attending the business meeting. Next slide. So let's check out a couple of our winners. So these are the conference giveaway winners for the registration, the welcome, keynote, and then our social media folks. So let's congratulate them. And so the winners will be receiving an email from me so that I can get your information, so that I can get your swag to you. Next slide. And here are the concurrent session winners. And again, you will receive an email from me. And while we are on this slide, I want to announce the winner for this session, who is Carter C. Perry. Let me put in the chat, trying to get there. Carter, hopefully you are still in the session. Yes, I see you. So if you can please put your email address in the chat area so I can grab that, and so I'll be able to send you an email message. And is this the next slide? Okay, back to you, Meg.
Okay, thank you. This has been a great conference, and it certainly sets a high bar. This is a fact. But as they say, every ending is a new beginning, and we are already thinking about the conference for next year and starting to plan for it. And my initial thinking is to try to harness the best of both worlds, so to speak. Pre-pandemic, we had in-person conferences that were tremendous. And as you've all been to many in-person conferences, you know the benefits of those. Then during the pandemic, of course, we and the rest of the world shifted to virtual, and that's a great format too. So next year, thinking about doing a hybrid, a blend of in-person conference with embedded virtual conference as well. And I think I also would like to do this in a location outside of the United States. We've had one before in Ontario, Canada, and I'm thinking about having our conference next year in San Jose, Costa Rica. And I'm wondering what the rest of you think about that. We still have quite a few people in the session. So we have a poll. If you would please answer the question about what do you think about this? How likely are you to attend an ADEIL conference in Costa Rica? Thinking about August 5th to 6th with a pre-conference day-long event on the 4th, which would also be amazing. Go to a rainforest, coffee farm, waterfalls, Poas volcano, and biology reserve. It's an amazing day-long trip. But that's so. If you'd please take the poll, and we'll see what the initial impressions are. I'd appreciate it.
I'll let it run for the full 1 minute and then we'll close it. About 55 seconds has elapsed, so the next 5 seconds or so, if you could cast your vote in the poll, and we'll stop it.
I noticed I'm not allowed to vote.
All right.
Yeah,
we'll
I can't vote either.
Okay, we'll go ahead and end the poll, and we'll share the results.
Ah, interesting. Okay, so it kind of runs the gamut. Not quite a normal distribution, but sort of in that kind of direction. Okay, well, thank you. Let me take a picture of this. We have those results. And we'll revisit that as well, of course. But thank you very much for your initial impressions. And the other thing I'd like to say is that we need a lot of help to develop an excellent conference, as I'm sure everyone on the board and the executive can attest. So anyone who is interested in joining us to work on the conference, lend your expertise, ideas, time, whatever concrete, tangibles, whatever you would like to contribute to our developing a great conference for next year, and your ideas, obviously. Please contact me. This is my email address. I'm easy to get in touch with. And I look forward to seeing you all next year. Thank you.
Okay, so I just want to say thank you all again for attending the conference. If you could please also take a moment to fill out the survey. It's for the whole conference survey. I'm going to put this link in the chat one more time. And you'll also probably get an email from me too, with that, just to fill out the evaluation, and just so that we can improve, see what you like, didn't like, what we can improve on, and so forth. So again, I wish everybody a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And this concludes our conference, unless anybody else has anything to say. Okay. All right. Well, thank you again, and have a wonderful day.